Hi, Amira. I have the cards laid out for your reading. I was figuring out what deck of cards to use, and I decided to use a Rider-Waite deck since I haven't used it in a long time. So it'll be fun to reconnect with this deck that I always started, or that I started learning to do readings with. And the first card we have here is a Judgment card. So the Judgment card is telling me that you really are going through a transition, even more so spiritually than ever before. I think you're becoming even much more in tune and much more aware of your potential, of the things that you have accomplished. But now I think you're starting to see things a little bit more clearly than before. And you're going to be receiving even more messages than you have. I'm sorry to sound so repetitive, but that's what I'm picking up. Like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm picking up, and it's like there's really like this higher calling in your life, and it's not that you've never listened to it. You're just the embodiment of it, and since it happens so naturally, I think sometimes you don't even notice the calling that you have or how much you impact people. Um, and then this card that blocks you is a Death card. And the Death card is telling me that there's still a barrier that you need to break in order to reach your full potential. And I think it has to do with all these things that you want to do with, perhaps with TV or on the media, and trying to expose your abilities even more to the people of the world, to the citizens of the world, you know? This breakthrough, well, this breakthrough, it will happen. It will come to you eventually. I don't know if by like the end of the year you'll probably be seeing some type of change or some type of something that seems a little bit more productive. I hope it doesn't take that long. It's just me kind of like taking a feel for this, and that's what I think. That's what I'm kind of picking up on. And then below you we have the Six of Pentacles, which is you being a very giving and loving person. And I think you've learned from that, as we had talked about before. I think you've learned from that now you stand up for yourself. Not that you wouldn't stand up for yourself before, but you really know how to put your foot down on stuff. So if you see that somebody actually really needs your help, you're willing to help them, and you're willing to do it with all your heart and your soul. But you're not going to allow people to continue to want to take advantage of you or want to want to take advantage of you. Like, your kind heart is not going cold. It's just that you are much better prepared than before. And then the card above you is the King of Pentacles. So you're very level-headed. You're definitely thinking about the money and the circumstances with finances, and you're definitely take charge type of person, because you have to take charge. You know, you're looking out for yourself. You're doing the best that you can with what you have and what you're able to do, and with the resources that are available to you. And obviously your creativity comes very easily. And since you have the two Pentacle cards below you and above you, there's a continuous flow of money coming in and out around you. So this influx of money, I really like it, because you have the Six and then you have the King. So you may be standing in an okay financial situation right now, something that you don't really have to worry about as what am I going to do, or how am I going to make this money come in, or you know, because you have that creativity. And then behind you you have the Emperor, which is talking to me about stability. And I think somewhere along the line you left this stability that you had and you became a world traveler. So I don't know what caused this change in the stability in your life. And as we look forward, we see the Queen of Swords. And this Queen of Swords is indicating the way for you to go. I kind of almost feel like it's your guidance. Like, maybe you have a female spirit guide who usually warns you, it takes care of you, or tells you in which direction to go. because this feminine energy can really identify with you being a woman. So I kind of feel like this guide puts you at the right place at the right time. That King of Pentacles also made me think earlier about a man coming into your life. It's just like you're thinking about it and you're trying to manifest it, and it will manifest because he is coming from above, from the crown. So your prayers or your wishes are being answered, they're being heard. And then we have the Five of Cups, followed by the Devil, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so definitely very interesting at this ending part right here, because it seems like you are a type of person that you'll think back into the things that happen and how things may have been and what the outcome may have been as well. And I don't mean that you get stuck in the past and then you try to create a different future. Simply what I'm saying is that you have learned from your past experiences and you know how to apply these to your present situation or to your future or to the things that you want to do. And then the Devil card is really talking about I almost feel like it kind of correlates with the Five of Cups. I just can't put it into words because of the experiences that you've gone through were major, were drastic, definitely had a big impact, that you decided to make a change. And then we have the Ace of Cups, where we have the inflow of emotions, the inflow of travel, because there is the water that's overflowing, and then the influx of so many things. Okay, well, let me just get through this. And then the Four of Swords is taking time to contemplate and taking time to really analyze. So I don't know if something will happen in Greece where you're kind of contemplating things. They're not going to turn out as you expected, but it's not going to last a long time. But then you go back to, oh man, now I have to kind of start over again and figure things out. Like, where do I see myself? Or why is this becoming so difficult to do? I don't know why that Devil card is there. It doesn't really make sense to me, but of course the reading doesn't have to make sense to me. It needs to make sense to you. I don't know that you had a past relationship that was very crazy, that it was kind of like, I don't know to say, like abusive. It could have been verbal abuse. It could have been something like that. I don't know. I don't see it very clearly because I'm trying to figure out like several things at the same time. Is it now? Was it the past? Is it in the future? You know, I'm just trying to pick up a timeline here. I don't know. Maybe you can understand this better than I do. Why you got these cards. So thinking about like money and work, like I said, those two Pentacle cards are really good. Relationships just seem not to be the best time for them right now. Just concentrate on where you see yourself and where you want to be. What part of the world is going to bring you all this flow of positivity and energy? And once you have that figured out, then definitely everything else will come into play. Everything else is going to fall into place. Okay? I'm thinking about that Four of Swords. Retreating into yourself as a Cancerian, just retreating into your emotions, into your shell. Maybe that's, I don't want to say maybe that's what you need to do, but maybe that is what you need to do as far as love. Just retreat into your shell, and maybe don't go out with some, I mean, not that you're going out with so many people, obviously, but maybe be more selective of the people you're going to go out with, or don't go out as much, but you're not even going out as much. So how does that even make sense? I don't know. And now I'm just talking. Sorry, I'm just blabbing here. So that's my take on these cards. Let me know what you think about my interpretation. Or is there something that you feel might be different, or if I'm completely off? And then I can do another reading for you. This is just kind of one that I wanted to just send you kind of quickly. Okay? Let me know.